Hope you're having a great day, man. Great afternoon, great evening. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, if you're American. Yesterday, I bought my very first luxury watch. Retail price $7,200. If you add tax, it was $7,700. It's called the Grand Seiko Shunbun. And this is the watch that I got. The Grand Seiko Shunbun. Alright, exposing the dark side of America's AI data center explosion. View from above. Business Insider. Alright, let's watch this video.
Giant warehouses are popping up across the US, more than 2 every week. They feed AI algorithms, store photos, and answer our questions.
Hey Google.
A data center campus like this can consume as much power and water as an entire city. And many of the biggest server farms are emerging from the desert. But there's no official record of how many of these are being built, where they are, or even who owns them.
To be honest,
I mean, who owns them? That has to be all the top tech companies and AI companies, right? X, Google, Meta, what else is there? OpenAI, Palantir, right?
what we designed is a system to see not only the individual location of each data center across the country, but also where they cluster.
And for some, these clusters are appearing too close to home.
Okay, look, man. I'm going to assume this is a nice neighborhood because if you guys look at all the houses over here, look at all these houses, man.
Oh, very nice.
I know it's a very affluent, expensive neighborhood. Imagine you have a data center right behind you. Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, I was the fourth homeowner in this neighborhood. Fourth to occupy a house in this neighborhood.
Fourth, jeez.
Donna Gallant has lived on this street in Prince William County,
For
Northern
50
Virginia,
years.
for the last 30 years.
I was close.
All very peaceful until 2021, when things started to change. These are Google data centers, and ever since they...
I wonder if, you know, people say they get sick and all that stuff, noise pollution. I wonder if there's enough for a class action lawsuit to sue. You know what? Who am I kidding? You can't sue them. It's a really good documentary if you like that, but I can't stand AI because companies shove it down our throats. Like, no, Google, I want to draw my own stuff. Yeah, it is shoved down. It is part of our daily lives now. ChatGPT is used by everyone. It's the most, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe ChatGPT is the most used AI product right now.
Okay.
I've always said it. My friends say it. Even my own family agree with me that 2030 is when your life is going to change. Drastically.
Is fully realized. Together with Loudoun County to the north, they'll have more data centers than Russia. Donna set up a local campaign to challenge the rezoning, but the lawsuit was dismissed.
Of course it's dismissed. You got money, you have power. That's the thing you can't. If not ChatGPT, then the weird chatbots. Oh yeah, chat. Hey, you're worried about personal human relationships are declining, and once these bots get a lot more advanced, oh, it's going downhill from here.
There are at least 164 emergency generators permitted here. This is a data center where the air permit was applied for by an LLC called Magellan Enterprises LLC.
Can't stand them wirebacks. That is a crazy thing to say.
But the company has applied for a trade secrets exemption. So they were actually able to redact pretty much all the information that we wanted.
That's great. That's a whole point of redacted documents, right? I mean, at that point, what's the point of even having a document if you're going to be redacted, right? It's like, hey, we'll give it to you. We'll give paperwork and a paper trail to the public. But yeah, matter of fact, 99% of it is redacted. So it's completely useless.
Oh no!
All of the big tech giants must disclose any companies like LLCs that they own. And by digging into their official records, we managed to pull back the mask. And it turns out that the data center in Ohio...
It's not Magellan Enterprises LLC, that's actually owned by Google.
This is a task we repeated hundreds of times to build this map. It's the...
You know what's funny too? It would be kind of ironic when they did all the data and all the researching. I wonder if they used AI. Imagine if they used AI to actually do the research too. That'd be so ironic.
The companies that use the most amount of power in data centers across the country, it probably won't surprise you, are Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Meta, and QTS.
QTS.
Of the data centers we pinpointed, 177 belong to Amazon.
Amazon.
As much as a third of the planet's internet traffic flows through the state of Virginia. The 329 data centers we tracked to get through the state.
As much as of a third of the planet's internet traffic flows through the state of Virginia? And the CIA headquarters in Virginia? AI is making us dumb. People are over-relying on something like this, and it's what is making it the issue. AI can be used for good. People just don't want to use it for good. People are People are going to be over-reliant. Even now, people are very over-reliant on AI.
The nice, cool ambient air temperatures allow us to maintain a low PUE, which is a power usage efficiency, which then allows us to just be a lower cost center for our customers and pass those savings on.
But this area has been plagued by droughts. So farmers are watching the data center campuses emerging to the south of Cheyenne and getting nervous. This is a story unfolding not just in Wyoming and in Virginia, but across the country.
You know, okay, yeah, so obviously we all know about the whole AI situation, but I watched this video off stream
about this one situation where they're building a data center and they have a closed loop system where they would use, let's say for example, 1 million gallons of water, and they won't ask for more. So they'll ask the city or the state for 1 million gallons of fresh water.
The largest data centers can consume over 2 terawatt hours of electricity a year, enough to power 200,000 homes.
Jeez, bro.
And just in case the power cuts out, data centers have backup batteries, as well as those diesel generators that they need permits for. The byproduct of all that energy use is heat. In many data centers, massive cooling systems suck out hot air and pass it through air conditioning units in a continuous loop. The cooling systems and fans emit a constant drone. The noise level is generally below the limits permitted for industrial zones close to residential areas, but these were never designed with the 24/7 drone of modern data centers in mind.
Do you imagine living right here? Do you imagine living right? Ah, dude, that would suck. Imagine you buy a brand new house. You live there for, you know, not brand new, but let's say you lived there for over a decade, and boom.
It's not something that you just hear, it's something that you just feel, and enough to the point when it's really, really strong, you can even hear the windows vibrate.
He spent $20,000 on insulation and replacing all the upstairs windows.
Hold on, man. If you have to spend that much money to soundproof or insulate your walls and your windows, shouldn't the company that's creating the data centers pay for that?
You didn't have to cut me off.
An Amazon spokesperson told us the centers operate well below required sound levels. Meanwhile, Carlos feels stuck. He's worried that the data centers will reduce the value of his home, and he'll never recoup the money he spent on it, even if he decides to move.
No, you never know. That's the thing, man. As I mentioned before, with data centers and with constant noise and the humming, the property value is going to go down. And I don't see a situation where it will stabilize or go back up as long as those data centers are there. And the thing is, those data centers will continue to be there because more and more people are using the internet, using AI, and that number is not going to stay stagnant. It's not going to decrease. It's going to increase. Right, so that property value, every single home or neighborhood that's situated near data centers or huge, massive data centers, your property value is going to go down and it's not going back up.
These maps show how extreme drought has gripped the state since 2000. Zoom out and you can see the entire southwest is drying up. And then, if we overlay the map we built...
Oh no, chat. Southern California, I'm in there. I guess I'm cooked.
We're looking at a total of 280 generators at this facility, so it's a huge amount for a combined capacity of almost 800,000 kilowatts. It's located in an area of extreme water stress, and also we can see that the major basin that it's drawing most of its water is coming from the Colorado River.
Oh, the same river that's been drying up, or that has the water quantity decreased 20% in the last 25 years. That's perfect. Oh yeah, that's
show that Microsoft
perfect.
planned for each of these buildings to use 1 million gallons of water a day, a total of
A day? Oh yeah. Nah, Arizona, you're cooked, buddy. If you live in Arizona, get out now.
As this map shows, droughts are common here too. In Arizona, water is tightly regulated, whether it comes from the Colorado River or is pumped from underground near population centers. But each smaller municipality can decide how it uses its water allocation, and in many parts of the state, there's little to stop companies from sinking their own wells. The big players, Microsoft, Google, Amazon.
Let's see. Microsoft is committed to replenishing more water than we consume across our global operations, okay? Google, we aim to replenish more water than we consume and help improve water quality and ecosystem health in the communities where we operate. Okay. Amazon, AWS will be water positive by 2030, returning more water to communities than it uses in its direct operations. Meta, our water restoration will replenish more than 850 million gallons per year. I'm going to assume MGY means million gallons per year. Restoring more water than we consume by 2030. Now, if this is true, which probably not, but if this is true, that's fine. But we all know how big companies operate.
As states race to fuel the AI boom, some are reversing their green energy.
Oh, there it is. I mean, right there. Kakao, that's a Korean messaging app.
As states race to fuel the AI boom,
There's
some
Korea
are
right there.
reversing their green energy promises and turning back to power from coal and natural gas. In Nebraska, the two largest electricity utility companies committed several years ago to net zero
Decarbonize by
emissions from
2050.
electricity
Chat, by
generation
2050, I'll
right
be 50 years old. I'll be old as hell.
This image, created using satellite data in June 2023, shows a plume of CO2 emissions released from the North Omaha Station facility at an estimated rate of 300,000 kilograms per hour. And in 2025, the utility decided to build 2 new natural gas plants, all to meet spikes in electricity demand,
Crazy how... Whoa, stop.
mainly driven by
Crazy how you're halfway to 50? Alright, man. Yeah, you're funny.
That means that utility providers are either abandoning their commitments or significantly stalling their commitments to move.
Oh, surprise, surprise. They're abandoning their commitments. Chat, I've always wondered, if there's a mass extinction level event that happens today, and all of us humans are wiped out and obliterated off the face of the earth, right? And let's say 250 to 300 million years from now, another highly intellectual and smart dominant species comes around and they start building technology and they use fossil fuels, right, to then power up their things, right? Would we be the fossil fuels that they would use? I've always wondered that.
In 2017, a little-known LLC called SideCat went to the city of New Albany in Ohio and said, we are going to build 2 gigantic data centers on about 300 acres of land. In return, could you please give us 100% property tax abatements for at least 15 years? And the county said, okay. By our
15
estimate,
years.
SideCat LLC received at least 60 million in foregone taxes. And then, everybody found out that SideCat LLC is not a mom and pop data center company, but was Meta.
Okay. That was Facebook and Instagram.
The original agreement with Goodyear, Arizona, was based on the assumption that Microsoft would build 5 data centers buildings that use evaporative cooling. Only three of the 5 were built using that technology. The other two used zero water cooling. The agreement also reflects peak daily usage.
I wonder if they used AI to write this prompt for them. That would be funny. I use AI. Don't lie. You use AI too. All of us do. And essentially, there's nothing inherently wrong about AI. It's just a tool Because how we use it, how much we use it, and how much we rely on it that becomes an issue when we become over reliant, or we start using it for malicious purposes. So all I can say is we're cooked.
Okay, we are cooked.